Good morning, everyone. Team Fitted TV viewers. Normally at this time you would be expecting to see D-Lock doing his picks, but due to unforeseen circumstances, he has asked me to fill in for him, which I shall do. Shall try to do with honor and duty. So, yeah, so here we go. We're going to go over this week's NFL picks, and let's start by going over the current standings, which are great if they're flipped. Great for me, but they're not. So after 8 weeks, Swarty remains in first place. He has a total of 22 points, even though he never submitted picks last week. So what does that say about how well Swarty's been doing if he could just not submit picks? So he took 3 losses last week, and he's still in first place. I mean, that's just crazy. Swarty's like a freak of nature. I needed him to help me make lottery picks, the lottery number picks a couple weeks ago. In second place, D-Lock, who currently has 19 points. Third place is Chicago Joe, the worst collector ever. He has 18 points, so he's right in the thick of things. And then in the lower bracket, you've got Big Dave in fourth. He currently has 14 points. And actually tied with him, also with 14 points, in fact they have the same record, is my man Q. And then last place would be me. But I want to say something about this real quick. This was me last week. Okay, so I picked the Seahawks over the Lions. Okay, that wasn't too difficult. But my other picks, I picked the 49ers over the Cardinals. The 49ers just, I mean, to quote Denny Green from back in the day, the 49ers were who they thought they were, and they let them off the hook. Oh wait, maybe I had that the other way around, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so that was one that I lost at the last second. And then my upset pick, I picked the Packers over the Rams. The Packers were leading most of that game. And then, yeah, just shit happens. So, anyway, I'm in last place. I have 11 points. Whatever, it's a new week. There's a lot of season left. So, let's get on talking about this week's picks. So, sorry, I'm a little under the weather, too. I got a cold going on right now. So starting off, we've got the Steelers and the Ravens. Two teams that hate each other. I don't know. I guess I'm just not well enough versed in this rivalry. I know they hate each other because these guys used to be the Browns. I think Pittsburgh just really doesn't care. I think the rivalry means more to these guys than these guys. But I don't know. Maybe I can get some Steelers or Ravens fans to chime in and give me a little bit of the history behind this rivalry, which I don't know when did this happen? 97, 98? Who cares? Whatever. Anyway, these two hats here have something in common for me. I got them both at Ross, so it was a significant discount that I paid for these because there's no way in hell I was gonna pay full price for this hat. It's just no way. And that's a good logo, but there's just no way. Ravens, I expect at some point these guys are going to rebrand. Even though I like the colors, I like the logo, but it's rather unappreciated. Anyway, on the Steelers side, you've got Swartzy, myself, Big Dave, Q, and D-Lock all going with the Steelers. And Chicago Joe, he is the lone holdout. He is going with the Ravens in this one. So, that's one. Next up, we've got the Rams and the Saints. This one, split right down the middle. Got my Rams hat on. In fact, I'm rocking the old school Jack Youngblood jersey. Jack Youngblood was my dad's favorite player. You all know I'm a Seahawks fan, but I grew up a Los Angeles Rams fan. My dad and I used to watch the Rams every week together when I was a kid. So it's one of those things that just kind of tugs at my heartstrings when I see them playing in Los Angeles wearing the old school 80s colors, so, but I'm still a Seahawks fan. Anyway, the Rams are playing the Saints, and I am representing the Saints today with their NFL Elements cap, which is one of my favorites. I love this hat, love this logo. Yeah, it's just good stuff. But I'm going with the Rams today. Like I said, it's split down the middle. So myself, Q, and D-Lock all got the Rams, whereas Swartzy, Big Dave, and Joe are all going with the Saints. So those are your two main picks. And then with the upsets, between the 6 of us, we all picked 2 games. So not a big. Last week was a pretty big variety. This week, not so much. So Q and Swartzy are both taking the Packers over the Patriots. This game's getting a lot of hype because, you know, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. And I read something interesting today that the Packers and Patriots aren't scheduled to play each other in the regular season until like 2021 or 2022 or something like that. So theoretically, unless they meet in the Super Bowl, this could be the last time you see Brady and Rodgers in a game together. So I don't know. Could be a compelling matchup. But yeah, so Swartzy and Q are going with those guys. The rest of us, we all chose the same upset. Myself, Big Dave, D-Lock, and Chicago Joe are all going with Houston. They're picking the Texans over the Broncos. We all are picking the Texans over the Broncos. And just in case the 5 of you who watch this, which is probably the other 5 TV hosts, the upset picks, like the way we rank them here, so, you know, we get 3 picks. There's 3 games picked. So the 2 picks that everybody picks on, that's just up and down. 1 point for a win, no points for a loss. You choose your upset game. Everybody can choose their own game. The pick has to be an underdog. In this case, when I made my pick, the Texans were 1 point underdogs to the Broncos, so it's not really that much of an upset. But anyway, if your upset pick wins, you get 3 points. So that's where your win totals come into with some of the standings. So, for instance, Big Dave and Q both have 14 points. I only have 11, but I have 9 regular wins to their 6 regular wins. Where they make up the point difference is in the upsets. They've had 4 of their upsets come through. I've only had 1, you know. But when I make an upset pick, I try to make it truly an upset. So, but whatever. I'm just, you know, I'm still in last place. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's your picks for the week. This is your guest host JB filling in for D-Lock, and enjoy your Sunday. If you're watching the games today, hopefully everything goes your way. If you do fantasy football, hopefully, you know you're doing well in your leagues and everything. I don't do that sort of thing, but I know a lot of you do. So enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully nobody died this morning with daylight saving ending. No heart attacks, no car accidents, no planes falling out of the sky because it disrupted their their landing times or whatever like that. You know, pets waking you up because they don't adhere to their feeding schedule still the same. Kids getting up an hour, or whatever. You guys all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will see you all another time. Later.